Joseph started the other night. What do you make to the performance overall of the team?
It was a very good response, very good response from the result on the weekend, and it's what we anticipated and it was what we wanted as well. You know, the challenge we put out for ourselves was just let's respond well and let's respond in a manner that gets us, puts us back on track per se, gets us a good result, and that's what we did.
Well, that kind of burning desire quite strong. Gaffer said after the game against Chesterfield that he didn't really have to say a great deal. He could tell that everyone kind of knew where they'd gone wrong and what needed to be done.
100%. It's a group that's very accountable. It's a group that's happily going to look ourselves in the mirror, and we don't need anyone else to come in and let us know where we've come up short. You know, might be a bit more detail from the coaches to let us know exactly where, but we know if we haven't performed and we know where we need to put things right. So it's definitely a thing that was just known. We were all on the same page in terms of going out there on Tuesday night and just putting it right.
Your own performance, how did you feel you did?
Felt good to be back in the mix. Just out there and battled, plain and simple. You know, defender. So first and foremost, just got to defend and just take the opportunity whenever it arises, for sure.
Concentration had to be really key, didn't you? You had an awful lot of the ball, but they obviously posed a threat. They've had a good start to the season, Barra.
Exactly that. I believe before we played them, they would have been fourth in the table or so. So they'd started very well, you know, and like I said before, this is a league that's going to be very competitive, and with the squad and with the starting 11 that goes out any match day, we have the ability to perform very well and be up there, right up there, to be precise. So it's just for us to understand that and, like you said, just stay concentrated throughout the game and take our game, implement what we want to do, the specific game plans, and then just take it into the games.
We've spoke about it before, but you've had to be patient in terms of game time, certainly on the starts front. How have you found that over these last few weeks?
It's part and parcel of the game. You know, you can't become too frustrated, because if you do, then your emotions are going to be all over the place. So you just got to be as balanced as possible, train hard, prepare how you normally would if you were starting, if you weren't starting. Just be consistent in how you are, and I think that then allows you to then smoothly integrate yourself back into the starting lineup when the opportunity comes up.
Do you feel satisfied that you've done what you need to do in terms of putting your hand up and saying, right, I'm ready for the weekend if you want me as well?
I think we've come back to after Saturday's game. We've got a home game in front of our fans. I think we've got 3 points and a clean sheet. So, of course, for me, I always want to do more, expect more, go for more. But hopefully, I have done enough.
That partnership between you and Jay really seems to be burgeoning. We saw signs of it in pre-season as well. How do you like playing alongside Jay?
Very good, very on the front foot, very aggressive. So that's just it's good in that aspect. You know, there's a balance in terms of he's left-footed, I'm right-footed. Both want to be progressive with the ball as well. So it's just about communicating at all times. We both want to defend. So it's about making sure we're looking out for one another. If one person steps in, the other's getting around, and just start building an understanding on the pitch.
What have you made to his development since he arrived at the club in January?
Very good. Very good. He's come in and you've just seen the hunger from when he first came in. You've seen the hunger, the desire to put himself out there, to put himself in a position where he's starting now and he's reaping the rewards of that.
Grimsby Town up next. What have you made to them from the preparation that you've done?
Very good side. They seem as though they've gone towards a more possession-based style of play now. Still similar in terms of midfield runners and just how they've started the season. They've started quite well. They find themselves up there and around it. So it'll be a challenging game again. So we've just got to be ready for what's gonna come before us, and we've just got to make sure we're well prepped enough to face it head on and hopefully get the performance right first and foremost, and then you hope that the result will follow.
What do you make of the landscape in League Two? We're only a couple of months into the season, but you've seen the likes of Grimsby step up levels from last season. It seems like it's going to be really competitive.
I believe so. I think it feels across the whole league that there's a lot more balance. You know, last season you had the likes of your Wrexhams, your Stockports, your Mansfields. They probably, once they got into their rhythm, they probably edged away from everyone else. But I feel this season it might not be the same case, but I think it's for us to be prepared, to be ready. We've got the squad that has the ability to do that on any given day, and we've got to make sure any given day is every day and every time we turn up for a match day. So I think it's a lot more balanced, it's a lot more competitive. You know, Chesterfield got a good result against us, and then they went to Bromley during the week and they drew 2-2. So it's almost open for anyone at the moment. So it's just about keeping ourselves in and around it, and then hopefully making a big push at some point.
Another sold out away following us this weekend. That away support has been fantastic this season.
I'll be honest, the away support here at the club, I think from my whole time, in all fairness, you know, even I think they've stepped up this year. Didn't think they'd be able to, but they've somehow managed to step it up this year, and it's just been fantastic. Having them there is almost a 12th man for us, you know, that voice, especially when you go to away ground where their home supporters might try and make it a bit intimidating and a bit daunting. You've got our away fans that are probably out singing their fans by a fine margin, you know, and it's good. It's very, very good. Very, very good to see that the fans are coming down. It's another local derby, so it'll be good to see them out in their numbers.
That scenario that you just mentioned there in terms of their own fans trying to make it intimidating, that perfectly encapsulates what you're likely to expect this weekend. Always kind of a fierce atmosphere at Blundell Park.
I think it'll be very good. Something I'm looking forward to if I'm in contention. So it's looking forward to it. Like, these are the games you want to play in. You know, these are the games you get yourself up for, and it's just like bring on a game, if I'm being honest, yeah.